Morning students. In this class today we are going to discuss thermodynamic potentials of a system. Thermodynamic potentials are energy forms of the thermodynamic system at different conditions. These are the different various forms of the energy contained by the system. So this is an example for thermodynamic system. A gas filled in a cylindrical jar with a piston. The system can be expanded or compressed either in isothermal process or adiabatic process. Also, the thermodynamic potentials depend on pressure, volume, temperature, thermodynamic parameters of the system, as well as with disorderness, entropy of the system. We know thermodynamic system consists disorderness. Disorderness depends upon temperature. If there is no change of heat, there is no transfer of heat during adiabatic process, disorderness of the system is constant. So there are two conditions for thermodynamic system. One, the first condition is isothermal process is done at constant temperature, whereas in adiabatic process the transfer of heat between the system and the surroundings is zero. As there is no transfer of heat, disorderness depends upon heat. Disorderness is constant in adiabatic process. So the thermodynamic potentials are four in type. So they are: first one, internal energy. Internal energy is denoted by the letter U. Helmholtz function is the second thermodynamic potential. We denote with the symbol F. Enthalpy is the third potential, represented by the letter H, and the last one, Gibbs function. Gibbs function is denoted by the letter G. So let us discuss all the four values in detail. So first, about the internal energy. Energy consisted or consists by thermodynamic system due to the collisions among them as well as with the collision of the container. Here in this diagram, this is the system gas consisting number of molecules which are always in random motion. Due to their random motion, they collide with each other and exchange their energy. And internal energy is the energy possessed by these molecules due to the collisions among them as well as with the walls of the container, which depends upon only on temperature of the system. So internal energy, temperature of the system are connected with each other. It depends upon the temperature. As the temperature increases, internal energy increases. As we discussed earlier, in isothermal process, the temperature is constant, then internal energy of the system is also constant. So change in internal energy du is constant, that is no change in internal energy and in isothermal process. So we want to express a mathematical equation for internal energy. For that, we apply first law of thermodynamics. When a gas is expanded or an amount of heat is supplied to the system, then amount of the heat is utilized in two ways. First, a part is utilized to increase its internal energy, and the second one, the remaining amount of the heat is utilized to do the work on the system. So this is the mathematical expression for first law of thermodynamics, dq equals to du plus pdv. So according to second law, dq, amount of heat supplied to the system, equals to T, temperature of the system, multiplied by change in entropy. This is second law of thermodynamics. So we substitute this value TdS equals to dQ in first law, then we will get TdS equals to du, change in internal energy, plus PdV. dV is the change in volume at constant pressure here. So this is the equation here, TdS. But we want to calculate change in internal energy. So we take change in internal energy du equals to TdS minus PdV. So this is the expression for change in internal energy here. So this change in internal energy equals to du equals to TdS plus PdV. So this is the first equation for us. Now we discuss the second thermodynamic potential, Helmholtz function. Helmholtz function is represented by the letter F, and the mathematical expression for this is F equals to U minus Ts. Helmholtz function depends upon internal energy, absolute temperature, and entropy of the system. The change in internal energy is calculated using the first thermodynamic potential, and change in Helmholtz function is calculated here by differentiating F value on both sides, du minus T ds minus S dt. So by differentiating on both sides Helmholtz function, we get the change in Helmholtz function. Here we have change in internal energy du. We substitute this expression for change in internal energy according to first thermodynamic potential, du equals to TdS minus PdV. Substitute this equation here. So we get dF equals to TdS minus PdV minus TdS minus SdT. So here again we have the result dF equals to minus PdV minus SdT. So this is the expression for change in Helmholtz function. So it is a second thermodynamic potential. So this is equation 2. Now we come to the third thermodynamic potential, enthalpy. Enthalpy is denoted by the letter H. The mathematical expression for enthalpy is H equals to U plus PV. Again, enthalpy depends on internal energy and pressure and volume of the thermodynamic system. So H equals to U plus PV is the mathematical expression for enthalpy. This is the third thermodynamic potential. Enthalpy depends upon pressure, volume and internal energy. Change in enthalpy dH is calculated by differentiating this equation du plus dV. d of PV means P dV plus VdP. Again we calculate dH value by substituting du equals to SdT minus PdV according to thermodynamic potential, first thermodynamic potential. So dH equals to TdS minus PdV plus PdV plus VdP. So here this final equation is dH equals to TdS plus VdP is the final equation for change in enthalpy. Change in enthalpy is the third thermodynamic potential value. So this is equation 3. Now we move to the last one. Last one is Gibbs function. Gibbs function denoted by G we denote with a G, and Gibbs function depends upon enthalpy. So Gibbs function G equals to H minus Ts. H minus Ts is the mathematical expression for Gibbs function. Gibbs function depends upon enthalpy, absolute temperature, and entropy of the system. So change in Gibbs function dg equals to dh minus tds minus sdt. So this is the change in Gibbs function. Again here we have to substitute the value of change in enthalpy according to the equation 3. So here dg equals to T ds plus vdp minus tds minus sdt. So we have dg equals to final equation. Here this will be vdp minus sdt. So this is the expression for change in Gibbs function. So change in Gibbs function is the last thermodynamic potential, fourth thermodynamic potential. So this is equation 4. So students, so these are the thermodynamic potentials. Let us revise all the four. So we have four thermodynamic potentials: internal energy, Helmholtz function, enthalpy, Gibbs function. Internal energy is the energy possessed by the molecules of the system because of their collisions with among each other as well as with side walls of the container. And change in internal energy is calculated using first law of thermodynamics. Helmholtz function is the second thermodynamic potential represented by the letter F. F depends upon internal energy and temperature of the system. F equals to U minus Ts. Enthalpy is the third thermodynamic potential represented by the letter H. H equals to U plus PV, and the last and fourth function is Gibbs function, and it depends upon enthalpy. G equals to H minus Ts. So these thermodynamic potentials are used to derive mathematical expressions called Maxwell equations in thermodynamic potentials. So we will discuss Maxwell equations of thermodynamic system in the next class. Okay, till then, bye bye.